Grayson Report! Happy Saturday! What's up, Daniel? Hold on. What's up, Daniel? Kyle, Tammy, Heather, whatever. Delia Lux, Jennifer Marie, Chris Barber, Wendy. How's everyone doing? How's everyone's Saturday going? Does everyone have their Christmas shopping done, or you still have a long list to fill? I actually started early this year, so I'm pretty cool. Anyone do anything interesting today, or have anything interesting planned? Chris is like, F Christmas. And what's up? Wendy is done with shopping and wrapping. I haven't even wrapped, but I'm done. Daniel was Lewis is taking us on a drive. I know, I was watching. Heather whatever's like, going good. No Christmas shopping yet. It has to be last minute. I haven't wrapped yet, but I pretty much have all my... I just have to get 2 more gifts, but I already know what I want to get, so it's not... D-Nice! D-Nice is prepping for her family Christmas dinner, and just want to give her a shout out because for her PayPal that I received earlier. So hearts for D-Nice, guys, and thank you, D-Nice. I know I already told you thank you, but I want to tell you thank you live. So I appreciate that, D-Nice. So hearts for D-Nice, guys. Jennifer Marie goes, I attempted to make tamales for the first time ever tonight. Yeah, I don't know what they were, but at least they tasted good. Hey, that's what counts. As long as it tastes great. It don't matter what they look like. As long as the food is good. Chris Barber's no shopping. I don't have any money. I know, sometimes that sucks. It does. But still, no, Chris, but it's how you make the best of it. Joanne, what's up? Danny's going, Lewis joined a cult. And thank you for gifting 10 memberships. Hearts for Ann, guys. Welcome, Daniel, Heather, whatever, Marciana, Tyrana, Christy Fox, Kat, Rich Buddy, Honey 2800, Bia Stone, Kathy B. You were all gifted a membership by Ann. Welcome to the Wolf Pack. And just a reminder that your membership is good for 1 month. Thank you, Ann. Hearts for Ann. Ann is super awesome. Thank you. Matthew with the Ray Lewis joined a cult. Bernadette, what's up? We got the Nerd Report raid. Gunner Girl, how's it going? Melissa, what's up? Cracked a bit. Just a reminder, too, I have the Skeleduck hidden somewhere in the background, but you can see him. Just remind me at the end of the stream, and I will reveal his location. Chris Barber goes, I only have a brother and he makes 50 times what I do, so I thought I'd send him a painting. Oh, that is cool, Chris. Those are the best gifts. Diane, what's up? Brandon, thank you for being a member of the Wolf Pack for 7 months. Hearts for Brandon. Joanne already sees the duck. And I put it in a good spot this time, too. Chris sees the duck, too. Matthew goes, freaking Florida, big raining storm during the winter. Actually, I think we're supposed to get some rain next week. Julissa, what's up? Gunner Girl is saying make sure you smash that like button when you get a chance if you haven't done so already. D-Nice is like, wait, where? Heather whatever does not see the duck. And she said, "Feel better?" Because I actually thought it was in a good spot. I didn't think anybody would spot it, but everyone's spotting it. Diane spotted the duck. Just guys, just remind me, and I will reveal its location. Tammy goes, "It rained here yesterday." Heather, whatever, goes, "Show offs." Chris wants snow. That would be cool. Oh my gosh. I saw actually last week I saw a horror film, and then this week I saw another horror film. Last week I saw Cobweb. It's on Hulu, I believe. It was freaking amazing. I was actually impressed with it. So if you guys have not, and you have Hulu or you have a streaming service, but give Cobweb a looky-loo. I actually did really love that movie. I forgot to mention it last stream, but I really did enjoy that movie. I didn't even think Lewis would enjoy that movie, and he liked it too, because he doesn't usually like the ghost story type films, but this one was done really well. Um Chris Barber goes, "That one is on my Hulu list." There was another movie. I think it was on Hulu? No, it was on Peacock. I don't know, because I was trying to find something to watch, and I was thinking about watching Exorcist Believer, but then I saw Pooh, Blood and Honey. And yes, Pooh. I knew it was gonna suck. But I wanted to see what they did with our lovable honey loving bear, and it made no sense whatsoever. The concept was cool, but it got, what did it get? It got a 3% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it got 50% of the audience liked this film. So avoid Pooh, Blood and Honey at all costs, unless you want to check it out and see how bad it is. Oh my god! And I like, it's a slasher film, and I love slasher films, but this is just was like that. It made no sense. I mean, they were going off of Christopher Robin. They were going off the story, but they made it dark. But I mean, like I said, the concept was awesome. It's just the execution of it sucked. So try to avoid it if possible. It made no sense. And I think I forgot where I heard. I think it was on iHorror or something, that they're gonna do a Bambi one. I was like, no. Unless they do it well. If they do a well written, like they turn Bambi horror, then I'm all for it. Like, I'm open minded to that stuff. But Pooh Bear was just, they could have done a lot better job with the idea. Because they started off with the story of Christopher Robin and all that, but then it went exit left. Allison Rose goes, "Bambi's already dark." Well, I think they're gonna make it darker. Heather whatever goes, "Bambi's father comes back for revenge." Eve Chris Barber goes, like Bambi versus Godzilla. Oh my god, wouldn't that be amazing? That's crazy. Nikki Bella, what's up? Elaine, how's it going? Oh, I saw something on Max that just came out, I think yesterday. And I want to see if you guys want me to do a horror review on it. And it's the Barbie movie. It is out on Max. I just saw it today because I'm an avid Max watcher, because my favorite shows are on Max, so I'm always watching it. And I saw in big pink glistening on my TV screen, Barbie the movie, and I was like, no. But would you guys be interested in seeing my opinion if the Barbie movie is a real horror movie, as if like Wednesday Adams would say. Pooh, yes, it was Bernadette. It was bad. Wendy goes, I puked for a minute when I saw that, Lisa. Heather, whatever goes, yes, show your opinion, then I don't have to watch it. All right, I'm gonna squeeze it in. I'm gonna see if I can make time to watch it. D Nice goes, that's Jennifer Marie's movie. Jay Brimble goes, Lisa, I would rather you watch it than me. Gunner Girl goes, yes, 100%. Wendy's like, I won't watch it. Brandon goes, we need a Lewis Kendall. Kyle goes, that's the definition of all review shows. Heather, whatever goes, you need a ghost Kindle. I do. I do. Oh my god, there was because I follow a Ghost Adventures group on Facebook, and they had like a meme of a paranormal Barbie. And I was like, holy crap, I would actually buy that. Paranormal investigator Barbie. And I was like, seriously, I would have bought that if they actually have that. Bernadette's like, don't do it, Lisa. Don't. Not to Barbie. No to Barbie. Jay Burbo goes, too much pink for me. Same here. I'm a black and red kind of girl. Or red and black, as you can tell. Seriously, if they had a paranormal investigator Barbie, that thing, that toy would be flying off the shelves, I'm sure. All the paranormal investigators would be getting it. No. Julissa goes, it wasn't as bad as I anticipated. It's worth watching Barbie. I'm going to take it as the approach is Wednesday. Adams. Jennifer Marie goes, Barbie was a good movie. Tinkle Tits posted a Bambi versus Godzilla poster on Grayson on Telegram. Hold on, I gotta check this out. Oh, that's cool! I have to set up. I don't have Telegram set up on my computer yet, but I'm gonna set it up. But if you guys are on Telegram or on my Telegram, check out Tinkle Tits Bambi versus Godzilla. That's super cool. That is cool. Kyle goes, I would watch that. Heather whatever goes, I like my C's Candy Barbie doll. I left my heart in San Francisco one. My kids gave it to me. Oh, that's super cool. Wendy Marino goes, share with the class. I don't have it's not, hold on. I'd have to show from my phone, guys, because there, for those of you that don't Telegram, because I don't have Telegram hooked up to my computer. But it's pretty cool. Oh, and then Kyle also shared. Kyle, do you mind if I share what you posted in Telegram? I thought it was kind of cool. But it's going to be through my phone, so I don't know if you guys could get the gist of it. He said go for it. All right. Hold on. Let me see if I could get it. This is kind of cool. I don't know if you guys could see it. That's kind of cool. That's super cool. That's like a scary Santa. Chris Barber goes, there really is an old video of Godzilla versus There is? No way! I did not know. And if you guys are not a member of my Telegram group, Gunner Girl posted the link in the chat if you guys have Telegram. Chris Barber goes, I remember it from my childhood. Jay Brimble goes, a large Santa? Yes, it was a huge Santa. Humongous Santa. Kyle goes, I couldn't find anything Krampus cool enough at the time. That's still cool, though, Kyle. I thought it was cool. All right, guys, we are going to get into the first article of the day, and that is the story of Krampus. Thank you, Elaine. The anti-Santa who punishes naughty children. And I'm not going to read the rest because I know YouTube is going to flag me like crazy if I read that. But you could see it on the screen. And this is from All That's Interesting. I love this site. It also has some crazy like history stuff. I don't know. I always find some interesting stuff on this site. And it's usually well written too. That's why I like this site. It's not like some of them where it doesn't make sense. This is a half goat demon said to be the son of a Norse god of the underworld. Krampus punishes naughty children at Christmas time and drags them to hell. That was a good movie. Joanne said seen it in theater class in the 70s, huh? Wendy goes, Krampus is my favorite Christmas movie, only one I have on DVD. You know what? I don't think I've seen that movie, and I need to check that out. I don't think I've seen Krampus, to be honest with you guys. They say he comes on the evening of December 5th, a night called Krampus Snatch. You can usually hear him coming as the soft steps of his bare human foot alternate with the clip-clop of his cloven hoof. And when you see him, you'll instantly notice that he's armed with birch branches so he can... Children, his name is Krampus, and he's the terror of Austria and the Alpine region around Christmas time. But who is Krampus? Why is he known as the anti-Santa? And how did the disturbing legend come about in the first place? Who is Krampus? Saint Nick's evil counterpart? Though descriptions of Krampuses appear, you know what I forgot? You know how they have Elf on the Shelf? I have a Krampus on the mantle in the other room, and I forgot him, and I was going to bring him, but he's still in the box. I was going to bring him to show you guys, and I forgot. Crazy me. Next stream, I'll bring him in. Though descriptions of Krampuses vary from region to region, some things remain consistent. He's said to have pointed devilish horns and a long snake-like tongue. His body is covered in coarse fur, and he looks like a goat crossed with a demon. His body and arms are strung with chains and bells, and he carries a large sack or basket on his back to cart off evil children. Krampus comes to town the night before the feast of St. Nicholas and visits all the houses to dish out his punishments. If you're lucky, you might just get with a birch branch. If you're not, you'll wind up in the sack. That did not sound right. After that, your fate is anyone's guess. The legend suggests you might be eaten as a snack, drowned in a river, or even dropped off in hell. Sometimes Krampus is accompanied by St. Nicholas, who isn't known to bother himself with naughty children in Central Europe. Instead, he focuses on handing out presents to well behaved kids and then leaves the rest up to his sinister counterpart. That is a crazy picture. How did Krampus become a regular part of holiday fun in places like Austria, Bavaria, the Czech Republic, and Slovenia? Nobody is entirely certain. But most people believe that Krampus originally hails from the Alpine region's pagan past. His name comes from the German word Krampen, which means claw, and he bears a striking resemblance to the Old Norse legend about the son of Hel, the god of the underworld. Or hell, that could be hell too. It is a compelling theory, especially since Krampus's appearance coincides with a number of pagan winter rites, most notably one that sends people parading through the streets to disperse the ghosts of winter. Wendy goes new meaning to naughty or nice list. Heather whatever's like scary, whoa. Elaine goes, I have to look it up. There's a place in Europe that has a Krampus day. Kyle goes, look up the folklore of is it Grilla at some point? Ah, I will check that out. I have it here so to remind me. Oh, that's kind of cool. Joanne goes, claws sounds a lot like claws. It does. I didn't think of that, but it does. Jay Brimble goes, sounds to me like he likes to beat around the bush. That's kind of what it sounds like to me too. Over the years, as Christianity gained popularity in the region, aspects of Krampus's appearance began to shift to fall in line with Christian beliefs. The chains, for example, were not originally a feature of Hell's, I'm going to say Hell's, ghoulish son. It's believed that Christians added them to evoke the binding of the devil, and that wasn't the only change they made. Under Christian hands, Krampus took on a number of more devilish qualities, like the basket that he uses to carry wicked children to hell. From there, it isn't hard to see how Krampus, already associated with the winter festivities, might then have been incorporated in Christian traditions and the legend of St. Nicholas around Christmas time. The modern Krampus and Krampus Snatch celebrations. Today, Krampus has his own celebration on the day before the feast of St. Nicholas in the Alpine region. Every evening on December 5th, a night called Krampus Snatch, elegantly dressed St. Nick's pair up with monstrously outfitted Krampuses and make the rounds to homes and businesses offering gifts and playful treats. Some people exchange Krampus Snatch greeting cards that depict the horned beast alongside festive and funny messages. Sometimes large groups of people dress up as Krampus and run amok throughout the streets, chasing friends and passerbys with birch sticks. This activity is especially popular among young men. Ooh, those masks are scary. Tourists who've witnessed this rowdy celebration say that running into a coffee shop won't save you from getting swatted. And the swats aren't exactly gentle, but luckily they're usually confined to the legs, and the festive atmosphere often makes up for the occasional welt. The tradition has become an important one in many countries and has come to include expensive handmade masks, elaborate costumes, and even parades. Though some complain that the celebration is becoming too commercialized, many aspects of the old festival endure. Krampus masks, for example, are typically carved from wood. Sorry, guys. And they are the products of significant labor. And artisans often work for months on the costumes, which sometimes end up on display in museums as examples of a living tradition of folk art. The, the preservance of a fighting Christmas legend. It's always remarkable when ancient traditions make it to the present, but Krampus has had an especially rough fight for survival. In Austria in 1923, Krampus and all Krampus activities were banned by the Fat Christian Social Party. Their motives were a little murky. Though they agreed that Krampus was a force of evil, there seemed to have been some confusion about whether that was because of his clear ties to the Christian devil or his less clear ties to social democrats. And thank you for gifting 5 more memberships. Hearts for Anne. Welcome, Kyle, Teresa, Drew Zoo, Osiris, and Shiloh Toto to the Wolf Pack. You were all gifted a membership to the Wolf Pack, and hearts for Anne. Thank you, Anne. Thanks again, Anne. And hearts for Anne and all the new Wolf Pack members. Sorry, guys. I'm like losing my voice for some odd reason. Either way, they were sure that Krampus wasn't good for kids, and they passed out pamphlets titled Krampus is an Evil Man, warning parents against influencing young children with threats of a violent holiday intruder. Though they may have had a point about the traumatic effects of telling misbehaving children that they were going to be eaten by St. Nick's evil twin, society wasn't deeply moved. The ban lasted for only about 4 years, and vague murmurs of disapproval continued only a little while longer. But in the end, no one could keep Krampus down. By the end of the 20th century, Krampus was back in full force, and in recent years, he made the leap across the pond to the United States. He's had cameo on many TV shows, including Grimm, Supernatural, and The Colbert Report, to name a few. Some American cities like Los Angeles host annual Krampus celebrations that feature costume contests, parades, traditional dances, bell ringing, and alpine horn blowing. Cookies, drindles, and masks are de rigueur. So, if you think Christmas needs a little touch of Halloween, see if your city has a Krampus snatch celebration, and don't forget to dress up. Actually, we did. Because I saw, but I don't know where it was, but there was a Krampus snatch here. So, guys, what do you think? What did you think of this article? It's kind of, I didn't know December 5th. I knew about Krampus, but I did not know it was celebrated on December 5th. Chris Barber's going, Ricola. I know, I'm probably going to need it. I don't know why I'm all raspy. Elaine goes, did Krampus take on the Dementor? I would see that movie. I would watch that movie. Notch pronounced not Krampus not. Daniel goes, I'm playing with my toys. Just got my new Mark DJ controller hooked up on Linux. Oh, super cool. Wendy goes, don't know what 12.5 is significant. It says it's celebrated on the night after. Hold on. Let me scroll back up. Hold on. Give me a second. The night Krampus comes to town the night before the feast of St. Nicholas and visits all the houses. Chris goes, if I wasn't naughty, I'd have no personality. What's up, Logical Spock? How's it going? Elaine says, cool story. Joanne goes, well, we're not supposed to be naughty anyways. True. Gunner girl, get a drink. I don't know if that's gonna help, but I could try. I don't know what's up with my voice today. I was fine earlier, but my voice just does not want to work. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. Maybe it's the weather. Kyle goes hashtag naughty for life. Wendy Marino goes warm apple cider. That actually sounds good. Diane goes the altar Santa is reminding me of the Chevy Chase Christmas movie. Weren't they the Krampus or the Crumpets? Heather Edward goes, looks okay to me. Apple cider yum with a cinnamon stick. That does sound good, actually. Tyrana goes, maybe a cough drop to soothe your throat. I know my nose has been messing with me all week, so it might be from that. Honey's asking, is Daniel gonna make some wicked Christmas remixes? Super cool. I've been itching to mix myself. I just haven't had time. Do I even have cough drops in here? I'm all looking. Do I? I know in the other room I do. Hold on. Let me check something real quick. You guys give me a minute. Has anyone watched anything interesting lately on TV? While I look up something real quick here. And it's got to be better than poo, blood, and honey. Hold on. Yeah, because that movie, oh. All right, can't do that one yet. Chris has got the Matrix on. Wendy goes Godzilla and Legendary Monsters. Honey goes, I can't think about Krampus without thinking about the Saturday Night Live Crinkle Mouse skit. Daniel goes, this will be my very first brand new guitar. Oh, how exciting, Daniel. Super cool. Elaine goes, we are watching the series From. It's really good on MGM Plus. Diane goes, they've been showing old Humphrey Bogart movies on Tubi. Julissa goes, I watched The Exorcist Believer. It was okay. I was gonna watch that, but stupid me decided to watch Pooh, Blood and Honey. I don't know. I was curious. Kyle goes, Olin Rogers, creator of Final Space, just released his new pilot, Godspeed. Teresa's going to be watching 65 in a bit. Yvette's going compared to banana splits, poo hungry, and blood. Blood and honey. It was bad. That was bad. Super bad. All right, guys, we're gonna go into my next article. It's probably not gonna be as interesting as my first because I've been on a roll. It seems like my first articles are like the best, and then it goes down. But hey, it's something I want to share with you guys. This is from iHorror, and I thought it was kind of yeah, Gunner Girl. It's a horror take on Winnie the Pooh, and it's poo, blood and honey, and it was terrible. No, like I was saying earlier when I started the stream, awesome concept. It's just the execution of it just was terrible. So try to avoid it at all costs. Okay, this one's from ihorror.com. After I click off the ads, and this goes paranormal couple Cody and Satori aim to prove they aren't fakes amid drama. Have any of you guys heard of Cody and Satori? I've heard of Satori. Actually, I have because they've actually appeared on Ghost Hunters. But I think they got tangled up with Sam and Colby. Which had people rethinking their credibility. I've read where her father has gone on and say that she's 100% legit, but that's her father, Jay from Ghost Hunters. He's gonna say that. He's gonna support his daughter. Jennifer Marie goes, I've been following all the drama surrounding the couple following the Sam and Colby Conjuring videos. Matthew goes, yes, she's Jason of Ghost Hunters' daughter. So if you guys watch Ghost Hunters, Satori is Jay's daughter. Thank you, Anne, for dropping by. You're awesome. Tyranna goes, no. So this goes, YouTubers and ghost hunters, Cody and Satori, have been through the ringer in the last few months. The popular team was accused of being fake after some of their peers came out against them. After weeks of being silent, they decided to speak up about the controversy and how they are determined to prove their skeptics wrong. The couple claimed to have a special ability to communicate with the dead by locking hands with each other, and in doing so, receive a series of knocking sounds that surround the room they are standing in. This technique is said to be their form of communication between real life and the hereafter, as each knock, like a form of paranormal Morse code, spells out responses to question. It's this said to only happen between them that is the crux of the controversy. So if you guys have not seen them in action, they basically hold hands, and she basically goes down the alphabet. She'll go A, B, C, D to get a name or whatever question that it's usually a name that I've seen. And if there's a knock or a sound, they'll stop. So if they hear a knock on C, they'll stop and they'll start over again. They'll go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. And then they'll hear another knock. Okay, they'll go C, I. Then they'll go A, B, and it'll spell out the person's name, and then they'll be like, so what happened or what's the significant? And they just use the alphabet with corresponding knocks, if you guys aren't familiar with them. I have not seen Five Nights at Freddy, so I can't really put that in there. But if you guys are, I have yet to see Five Nights at Freddy, but and I probably seen Banana Splits, but I don't remember it. But I take your guys' word for it because Blood and Honey was bad. Chameleon UK goes, I couldn't deal with a ghost that uses Morse code, but be using a more up to date communication. Joanne goes, that is a long time to get a message. It is. Wendy goes, open ended questions. I mean, it's kind of cool to watch, but I kind of agree. It is a long way of, it's cool to watch. So if you guys, I don't know which Ghost Hunters episode they were on, but they do it. I've seen them several times on there doing it, and it's kind of cool to watch. Like they'll get a name, and then they'll be like, and then like pin would spell out, and they'll be like, "What pin?" And but it is, I agree, it is a long way of getting an answer. It all started in late October when Cody and Satori were guest hunters on another YouTube investigation channel, Sam and Colby. That duo was investigating the real life Conjuring House in a series and invited Cody and Satori to join them for one episode. In that episode, the couple performed their Wonder Twin technique, but some people weren't convinced and called the hoaxsters, saying they were making the knocking sounds by forcing their ankles to pop voluntarily. The community attacks. The Reddit and YouTube ghost hunting communities went on the fence claiming that this knocking method was an old timey parlor trick and that the couple was scamming their fans. The firestorm became so bad that Satori's father, famed ghost hunter Jason Hawes, responded in his own video saying that people should never stop trying to debunk claims, but they should also do it in a way that doesn't include personal attacks. Sam and Colby also fell under the bus in the controversy and quickly tried to assuage any connection they may have had in the accusations. They took to social media to reassure fans they were looking into the charges. So this is a tweet. And from Sam and Colby, and it says, ever since the Conjuring series release, we've seen a lot of information questions come out about Cody and Satori. We are in the process of looking over everything and we'll be making a video soon to talk about things. Appreciate everyone's patience and opinions. Chris Barber, all those ghost hunting shows are scripted. I kind of agree with that one because I've read where you can't always catch something when you're investigating a location. And obviously these shows stay on for they have to stay on to get views. So if nothing happens and they're at a location, who is going to watch? You know what I mean? So I do feel like sometimes they do add stuff. I'm not to keep your attention, to grab your attention, because um if nothing happens, then no one's going to watch. I mean, obviously the following will. If you're a fan from the beginning, you will watch. It doesn't matter. If you like the people, you'll watch, but it's not gonna grow unless you have something there for people to watch. Nerd Report in the house saying Sam and Colby are conboys, 100% fake. Wendy goes scripted and over edited. Gene, Rick, what is up? Ozzy, how's it going? Nerd Report goes, they always catch or see ghosts. I know, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to back what Chris has said that they're scripted. They have to stay on the network or wherever they're at. Even on YouTube, I feel like it's the same way because on YouTube, in order, like with the network, obviously you have to have views and ratings in order for that show to remain on the network. So as I was saying, if nothing happened, no one's going to want to watch unless they're a fan, they started at the beginning. I feel like fans, no matter, like, if you like the people you're watching, no matter what, you're going to watch. But if there's nothing going on, it's not gonna grab people's attention. You have to show something, like, you have to build the scene up for the location. You have to give a backstory of the location. Something has to happen. I feel like same thing with the YouTubers. There's something that has to happen for people that want to watch, to grab people's attention. So I feel like, and also too with tech, not to say that places aren't haunted. I 100% believe that places are haunted. But the way with technology nowadays, it's hard to believe like what is real and what isn't, because it's so easy with Photoshop, with video editing, just to add something into the videos. Especially these network televisions, because they've got they've got the pros working behind the scenes. Leonore, what's up? Brandon, how's it going? Yvette goes, I've only seen the commercials, slow Morse code, Ouija board. Matthew goes, Ghost Hunters has had many episodes without anything. And I was going to mention that because I haven't seen Ghost Adventures in a while, Matthew. But when I started watching those shows, I started with Ghost Hunters. And I agree with you, Matthew. They did have some episodes where they did not catch anything at all. And I think they're the only ones that I've ever seen where they've gone to a location and they didn't catch anything. So I'm not saying that all of them do that. I'm just making a point that it's kind of hard to discern between what's real or not unless you're actually there. And I'm not dismissing that anything isn't haunted, because I do believe that there are spirits and I do believe that there's haunted locations. Gene Rick, thank you for the super sticker. That is super awesome. Hearts for Gene Rick, guys. Heather, whatever said, I spent a little time on one, but I'm an empath, which changes my career because of it. I didn't know I could pick stuff up from YouTube, but I did. Felt really bad and sick and stopped doing it. That was just watching lives. Oh, wow. Tyranna goes, I agree, Lisa. Windy properties can be haunted. I totally agree. Jennifer Murray goes, I don't watch Jennifer Murray just to be. I don't watch Sam and Colby. I do not watch any of those YouTubers, ghost people. I actually don't. I don't have an interest in them, so I don't watch them. But so I'm going to say that too, but I talking about in general. I'm not talking about them. I'm just talking in general. And I don't watch them because I find them boring. I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to be honest. That's why that's kind of why I don't watch them. Even if they catch stuff, I find them boring. I don't know why. It just seems like it's not to, I don't mind if you guys watch it cuz that's your prerogative, but I don't watch them. I tried watching them and I just can't watch them. They just, I don't know, just something. Chris Herbert goes, those boys are 12 years old looking. Oh, Jennifer Murray. Lisa goes, my comment was for Lou since he says one who said they always catch stuff. But I just want to say I don't watch those guys. So I tried. I just couldn't get into them. But like I was saying, because of technology, even when I see videos, it's kind of hard for me to, I believe that's a possibility, but it's kind of hard for me to say like, yeah, that's real. That's this because of technology. Chris Berger goes, I don't trust 12-year-old boy. Jennifer Murray. So as I was saying, the response from Cody and Satori. Cody and Satori have remained virtually radio silent about the debacle until December 10th, when they appeared on the second hour of Dead Air Full Spectrum podcast. In that interview, the couple stood firm on their abilities and even conceded to do their special knock tricks without shoes on. Many naysayers have said their feet are the secret to their abilities. You can hear their response starting at about one, and of course, it says the video is unavailable. The paranormal reality TV series Firestorm has jumped the river from cable into the YouTube verse. While there has been recent dissension among the ranks of cable TV ghost hunters, the ones on YouTube have pretty much been left unscathed. Whether it's because those channels are already labeled as disreputable because their owners literally get paid on likes and views and are therefore more often to manipulate exaggeration, or the majority of watchers believe that their amateur investigators are legit. The high profile drama with Cody and Satori is a platform first. It remains to be seen whether they can successfully convince the community of their abilities. No word yet on when they plan to do this. That's going to be kind of hard because I feel like for them to prove themselves, I feel like they have to do it live. I don't know, like, that seems like something to clear their name, they would have to do something live, like, in front of people. So, guys, what do you think of that article? Diane goes, Sam and Kobe have a secret desire to be the Hardy Boys. Actually, Sam and Colby, I never watched. I think I tried watching Exploring with Josh, and I don't know. I felt like I just couldn't get into them. But Sam and Colby, I never watched. But Exploring with Josh, I tried to watch it, and I couldn't. So I kind of stay away from them. Sorry, I'm laughing at the chat, guys. Okay, Chameleon UK. I can't say that one out loud, but Wendy goes Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew. Elaine goes, I like Ghost Hunters, but it's a good story. I don't know. I think I like the cinematography, like with the that's what I look for. I like cinematography and how they build the location up, and I feel like some of them that's what I think I like about them. I like the like being able to see the location, the cinematography, the how they build the location up. Kyle goes, I'm not a fan of Ghost Hunters. Most videos I've seen go along the lines of, "Oh, did you feel that?" while the camera is looking in a different direction. Heather whatever goes, good point. The art of it. Yes. That's what I like watching. Not necessarily if they catch anything. I like more watching like the camera work and the story behind the location that they're at and what known hauntings or claims that were made at that location. That's the type of stuff I like, which is kind of what I talk about here. That's the kind of stuff I like. Heather whatever goes, yes, they get you ready to be scared. Exactly. Like or excited or they hype you up. That's kind of what I like. So that's kind of Leonora goes, location, location, location. Gunner Girl goes, have you watched Portals to Hell? I've heard of it. I have not. watched it yet, but I've heard of it. Wendy goes, it's all about the backstory. Kyle goes, the history of haunted locations are far more interesting. That's what I like. I like to dabble into the spirit world though, like with the ghost hunting, but I'm more into like what is this location about? What makes this location intriguing? What history does it have? What have people seen here? That's what I like to see. Chris Barber, that same here. I do. I like the, you know what? I like the build up in the cinematography, like I was talking about. Chameleon UK goes, I once would scoff off ghost stories, but lately with all the UFO and woo stuff I've been researching, I'm now open to believe in ghosts. Jennifer Marie goes, S&C went and explored Chernobyl a couple years ago. No ghost hunting, and until Sam cried at the end, it was actually a super video series. Cool. Gunner Girl goes, you should watch it. It's the one with Jack Osborne in it. I watched what was the other one that he did? I watched the one where he would go where his mom, when he went with his mom and his sister, and they went to he went to Virginia City, Nevada with his sister, and that's one place I would love to go. Yes, Tyrana, I did hide the duck. So just remind me at the end of the stream and I'll let y'all know where the location is. Julissa goes, I liked watching Dead Files on the Travel Channel, but they changed the lady. I hate when they do that. I hate when they do that. Like, you get used to watching somebody and then you're like, why did they change? Heather Whatever goes, good area with history. But then I do like going to buildings too. Like if I'm in an area and then I'm reading the history of a building, I like when I walked through that hotel, I enjoyed it in San Diego. So I like doing stuff like that too. So it's just all about the execution, I guess. Chris Barber goes, I enjoy the history of places. Oh my God, I can't read today. Places. Heather Whatever goes, Placerville, California has some. Chameleon UK is asking what made him cry. I'm not sure because I didn't watch that. Like, I don't watch them. I don't really watch. I'll dabble and I'll kind of browse, but I don't really watch them. Wendy's asking, did you feel anything on that hotel walk, Lisa? That was so cool to watch. I was trying not to be loud because there's actually people staying there and I didn't want to disturb anything, but I didn't really feel anything when I went there. But it was cool because they actually had a little history in the lobby about the haunting. So I thought that was kind of cool. Kyle goes, apparently the Empress Hotel down in Victoria is apparently haunted despite being the most fancy Richie hotel here on the island. Wow. What have they seen there, Kyle? Tyrana found the duck. I was so excited that I put it in a great spot and everybody's finding it. No, I'm just kidding. All right, guys, our next article Heather, whatever found it too. Just remind me. I'll show you where the location is at the end. All right, the next one is from coast to coast. Chameleon saying, I think I see the duck's head. Elaine found the duck happy dance. All right, this one's from coast to coast. And it says shadow entity caught on film in Arizona. Shadow entities are an established part of the paranormal lore at this point. The beings are exactly what they sound like, entities, usually human in shape, but not always, that seem to be composed of nothing more than darkness and shadow. They are usually reported at night, where their shadowy nature lends them camouflage and are often associated with bedroom visits and sleep paralysis. But this isn't always the case. Sometimes they're seen during the day, too. A pair of Arizona teens believe they captured evidence of the elusive entities while walking around their trailer park last month. The duo sisters told their mother they've been seeing shadow persons around the property since moving to Arizona from Ohio 2 years ago. On the afternoon in question, as they lay around the living room complaining of boredom, she told him to go outside and get some fresh air. As a joke, she added, and for God's sake, someone take their phone out there too, just in case you see a shadow, you can finally take a picture of one. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That's what the girls are teasing about shortly before they capture what they believe is a shadow entity on the camera. Just around the 129 mark of the video, you could see the vaguely humanoid outline of a dark shadowed like figure outlined against another trailer, with a white car parked in front. The camera then drops and raises to refocus, but the entity is no longer visible in frame. The kids have talked about seeing shadow figures since we've moved to the place, their mother said. In Ohio, where we lived for years, I cannot remember them ever really telling me about seeing the phenomenon, but now it's an almost daily occurrence for them. When they're outside skating or playing around or just walking to the dumpsters, they talk about beings rushing by quickly, peeking around corners, looming things seen from the corner of their eyes. They're 1 minute and gone the next. She said one of her friends, a native Dine, told her the entities are tied to the land. Her home is near I am butchering this, I know, Dine reservation, as much a part of the landscape as the stories and trees, and as impossible to fully separate from it. But she said she hasn't shared much more than that. She said so far what they've seen hasn't seemed to mean any harm or to be threatening, but that doesn't stop it from being creepy and particularly at night. At night, they won't venture to the far right of the trailer or go out of all at all unless they're in pairs, she said. So this is the said video.
Gross. Maybe.
So they're saying at the 129 mark. So that's where I'm going to go. Because I don't think you guys want to see two teenagers walking through a trailer park.
What the freaking hell is that? Hold up. Is that just... Oh, hold on.
I don't even see anything. What? They teased us. All you...
What the freaking hell is that? Hold up. Is that just...
What?
Oh, hold on.
What are they looking at? They teased us.
What the freaking hell is that? Hold up. Is that just... Oh, hold on.
I don't see anything. They're saying it's like here. I just see her saying, "What the hell is that?"
What the freaking hell is that? Hold up. Is that just...
They're saying, well, the article said it was on the trailer next to a white car. So it's whatever.
Something suspicious about that. I don't know. What the freaking hell is that?
Hold on, you kind of can see something. Hold on. Hold on.
What the freaking hell is that? Hold up.
That looks like a black
That's just...
mark on the wall.
Oh, hold on.
I still don't see anything. Do you guys see anything? What? I felt cheated. What about you guys? I see the tree shadow, but I don't think that's what she's talking about. Heather, whatever goes coast to coast was the first I heard of shadow people. I was in the woods waiting to pick my son and his girlfriend to take on a date. It scared me, but people commented. Whoa. I don't want to say the word. That's why I was kind of. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Kyle saying stop shaking the damn camera. That's what I was thinking too. Leonore says I do. Tyrana, thank you for being a member for 7 months. You always have great stories. I love your channel. Thank you, Tyrana. Hearts for Tyrana. Chris Barber goes, I would hope she knew that was from the tree. I don't know. I don't think that's what she was talking about. Like, honestly. That's what's weird. Matthew goes, I saw Peter Pan's shadow, but not that one. I didn't see anything. I was like, it was a cool story. I actually wanted to see what she saw so I could debunk it. But there was nothing to debunk. Like, what the hell? She was like, what the hell is that? And she's like going like this. I'm like, dude. She did pretty good at first. Like, she zoomed in, but then she started going like this. I felt like I got cheated. I got cheated on with that one. I'm like, what the hell? Heather, whatever. I'm thinking it's gonna go like she's gonna raise it up too. She's like, oh, what did I see? And she zooms in, she starts off right? So I'm like, oh, okay, like that. And then she aims it down and it's all shaky. And then I thought like it was gonna go back up and then ends. I'm like, what? What the hell? Kyle goes, I want my money back, and we didn't even pay for that. I'm kind of disappointed in that one. I don't know about you guys. That disappointed me. There. Chameleon UK, it's a 23 Ultra. Heather Wetter goes, right, hold camera tight in on torso so you don't jiggle, lady. Elaine goes, "Did she trip over a speed bump?" Well, the article was saying it was, like, it was actually on the trailer, like, they saw a shadow by the trailer next to the white car. I saw the white car, so I was trying to, like, but then it went the view went down and it stopped, the video stopped. So I was kinda disappointed in that. It might have been a shadow, like, from the tree, like, reflecting off the trailer too, but I couldn't see anything, so we couldn't debunk it coast to coast. Wendy goes, "Refund." Heather, whatever, I hate speed bumps too because I'm low to the ground, so I have to not for speed, I'm low to the ground, so when I gotta go over them kinda slow or I'll bottom out. Julissa goes, "I didn't see anything." I didn't either. I'm disappointed. It's like super disappointed. I was like, "What the heck? Come on, people." Heather, whatever goes, "Exactly, I messed up my vehicle on one and didn't notice that, but that has to be it. Hit one I forgot last winter." Chris Barber goes, "A buddy of mine lives in a mobile home park and the speed bumps suck." They do. Chameleon UK goes, "Sleeping policeman." Diane goes, "Why did they?" I know. I don't get why they ended it like that. It just like abruptly cuts off. And I'm pretty sure the teenager didn't stop filming. I'm pretty sure she kept on filming. So I don't know why it got cut off there. Maybe that's how wherever they, well, it's obviously from YouTube where they got the video. So maybe that was all that was uploaded or the one that they found. So that was kind of weird how it just ended like that. And then we're like, "What the?" Wendy goes, "Abrupt endings are always sketch to me." I mean, even so, you would think they would want you to see what they saw and not just Diane goes, "Silly girls." I mean, the mother's backing them up too. She's saying that um this particular trailer park or where they live, they've been seeing all kinds of things, but when they were in Ohio, they didn't have any problems like that. So that's kind of weird, kind of weird. Heather Whatever goes, "I think sound without the picture can scare me more." But I mean, they kind of grabbed our attention because also she was like, "Oh, what is that?" And you're like, "Yeah, what is that?" And then it cuts and you're like, I wonder it's them just walking around too before then. So it's like Heather Whatever goes, "Exactly. I was waiting for it." Oh, Julissa goes like the male dancers on Nerd Report Daily. It ends right before the flip. Teresa found the duck. I was like, "Oh my gosh. I thought I put it in a good spot too." No, I'm sad. All right, guys, I have one last article to share with y'all, and then I'll open it to see what time we have left, and I'll leave it open for questions, and then we will head over to Nerd Report Daily with Brandon and Bernadette after my stream. So this one again is from Julissa found the duck too. What? Matthew saw. Oh yeah, Matthew found the duck right away too. All right, this is from Oh, That's Interesting again, and it's the haunted history of Buckner Mansion, the opulent house featured in American Horror Story Coven. Built in New Orleans' lush garden district in the 19th century, Buckner Mansion has a long spooky history rife with rumors of ghosts and other paranormal activity. The oak-lined streets of the Garden District in New Orleans, Louisiana, are homes to some of the most beautiful homes in the country, ranging from narrow pew houses to opulent because it goes narrow houses to opulent Italiante or Italianate manners. And there's perhaps none quite like Buckner Mansion. Built in 1856, this 20,000 square foot Greek Revival manor is one of the most photographed residences in the city, with thousands of tourists posing for photos outside its stately iron gates every year. In fact, the home's appearance is so imposing that it was selected as the main set for the third season of Ryan Murphy's horror anthology American Horror Story. But Buckner Mansion has a dark and haunted past all its own, beset with rumors of ghosts and other paranormal activities. It's no surprise that more than 150 years after it was built, this historical landmark holds an air of mystery that continues to enchant visitors to this day. The origins of Buckner Mansion. The story of Buckner Mansion begins with Henry Sullivan Buckner. Buckner was a prominent figure in the 19th century New Orleans. Born circa 1800, Buckner went on to become a wealthy slaveholder and cotton kingpin and used his vast fortune to purchase real estate throughout the city. He already owned several impressive homes by the time he decided to commission Buckner Mansion. According to Visit New Orleans, when Buckner set out to build the mansion, he had one goal in mind: to make it bigger and more extravagant than Stanton Hill, the Mississippi home of his ex-business partner, Frederick Stanton. This was a daunting task. Stanton Hall was 2 stories tall, stretched across an entire city block, and was so imposing that it is said to have inspired the design for Disneyland's Haunted Mansion ride. Still, in 1856, Buckner masterminded the vision behind Buckner Mansion, which would go on to become both his family home and a distinguished architectural landmark in New Orleans. Inside the mansion design, Henry Sullivan Buckner certainly succeeded in his mansion to wow the public and possibly even to upstage his ex-business partner. Buckner commissioned reputed architect Lewis E. Reynolds to design the house. According to SAH Archipedia, the building's contract described it as a 2-story brick house with observatory and 4 pediments. The result was an opulent palatial manor in the Greek Revival style, painted stark white and gray and wrapped in endless verandas. Buckner Mansion boasts 48 iconic and Corinthian fluted columns, galleries on 3 sides of the house, and a 3-story service wing. The inside of the home is just as splendid, with 16-foot high ceilings, floor to ceiling windows, and 3 grand ballrooms. An ornate stone and cast iron fence encloses the entire property. The mansion's beauty is further embellished by its surroundings, the sea of oak trees, lush greenery, and grand estates of New Orleans' Garden District. Today, Buckner Mansion remains one of the most popular houses to visit in the neighborhood and stands as one of the finest examples of Greek Revival architecture to emerge from the 19th century. Thanks, Wendy, for dropping by. The mansion's second life as a school. After Buckner Mansion construction was complete, Henry Sullivan Buckner moved into the house with his wife, Catherine. After Henry and Catherine died, their daughter Laura and her husband, Cartwright Eudes, took over ownership of the house in 1884. The mansion remained in the Buckner family for over 60 years until it was sold around 1920. Wow. In 1923, the mansion became the new site of the esteemed Soleil Business College. Gamut reports that in order to transform the mansion into a school, George Soleil, the institution's founder, added a two-story brick building near the back of the property to create more space for classrooms. Today, visitors to the manor will see a sidewalk mosaic at the foot of the mansion's ornate front gate, bearing a quote from the 18th century poet William Cowper: "From education as the leading cause, the public character its color draws." The public character its color draws. Soleil reportedly bought these tiles from the school's old location to Buckner Mansion when he moved in. The school was well regarded and at the time considered the oldest business school in the South. It closed down in 1983 and a new chapter in Buckner Mansion history began. Buckner Mansion today. After the Soleil Business Schools closed down, Buckner Mansion once again became a private residence according to Redfin. It's worth over 3.1 million today. In 2013, the television network FX rented out Buckner Mansion as the primary set for American Horror Story Coven. In the show, the house series as Miss Robichaud's Academy for Exceptional Young Ladies, a boarding school for young witches. Today, fans of the series flock to the house's iron gates to get a glimpse of the famous filming location. Unfortunately, Buckner Mansion isn't currently open for public tours, though its owners have occasionally opened it up for private events and even as a vacation rental. Road Tripper reports that when it was last listed on VRBO, it cost nearly $4,700 a night to stay at the mansion. No, thank you. It's not clear whether Buckner Mansion is still available to rent through interested parties can look at the formal listing on Villa Vacations to learn more. But should you ever get the chance to see the inside of Buckner Mansion, it's important to be aware of the home's dark history before you book your visit. Thank you, Tyrana, for your PayPal. Hearts for Tyrana. Thank you, Tyrana, for your support. You're awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hearts for Tyrana, guys. The Haunting of Buckner Mansion. Like many other buildings of its age, Buckner Mansion has its fair share of ghost stories, and while the mansion appearance in American Horror Story certainly contributed to its haunted reputation, it has a dark history that far precedes the show. The house was built in the American South pre-Civil War. In fact, most of the Garden District was originally plantation land. The Buckners themselves made their fortune on cotton and were known to have been slaveholders. Consequently, the house's history is inexplicably tied to the atrocities of slavery. Today, it's said that the house is still haunted by a formerly enslaved woman known only as Miss Josephine, who remained with the Buckner family after the Civil War. Some say she chose to remain in the house even after her death and that she haunts the Buckner Mansion's grounds to this day. Over the years, people who've stayed in the mansion have claimed to have seen Josephine's ghostly figure on the stairs, heard the phantom sounds of someone sweeping, and smelled lemon peel, which was supposedly one of Josephine's favorite scent, according to American Ghost Walks. Visitors to the house have also reported witnessing paranormal phenomena like flickering lights, doors that open and close of their own accord, and chandeliers that sway for hours despite there being no breeze. Of course, these legends have never been verified. But whether or not Buckner Mansion really is haunted, it's undeniably that the historic home has an eerie allure that continues to draw people to its gates to this day. Guys, what do you think of Buckner's Mansion? I think it's pretty cool. And if you guys watched American Horror Story Coven, you got to see it. Dude, it's amazing. Like I saw it on film, but like seeing it pictured here is also awesome too. It's a beautiful place. Too bad they shut it down for that they don't have tours there. Heather whatever goes cleaning for all of eternity. Heck no. Teresa goes, that was cool. Heather whatever goes, big place. Julissa, wow, it's amazing. Matthew goes, what? No rich Corinthian leather? Elaine goes, I definitely live there. I would definitely live there. It'd be a little too big for me, but I definitely live there. D Nice goes, yeah, that's awesome. I'd love the architecture. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful house. I mean, like, just like seeing it right here is like, and this must be like the back. It looks like the back of the house, not the front of it, which is, it's just seeing that is amazing. Heather, whatever, it's amazing all the time in woodwork. It is. Diane goes, but it has a nice big porch for me and my dog. Tyra, it probably does. It probably wraps around too. Tirana, beautiful place. Julissa goes, could you imagine the heating bill? Oh my gosh. That's why I was saying it's too big for me. Well, not even the heating bill, the electric bill. Just imagine the electric bill for that house. Woo! Thank you, Teresa. And the water bill? Oh my gosh. The water bill. I don't know. It didn't say how many bathrooms it have, but just imagine. Didn't even have bathrooms at that time. Well, I mean, they made it into a school, so I'm pretty sure that does have bathrooms. There was something I saw on Facebook and I can't find it, and I wanted to share it with you guys. Because it really looked like, I guess it was a woman. She took a picture of her child, and in the background, there was like a shadowy figure. But I wanted to get your guys' opinion on it, but I don't remember where I saw it. I hate when I do that. No, it can't be this one because I don't think I follow this one. I hate when I do that. Yvette goes chamber pots. Elaine goes, I wonder if they have level billing. Tyrana goes, wow, imagine the bills. Heather, whatever, my brother-in-law grew up in an old house like that. We went to visit Burr. Yeah, they probably don't turn on the heating. Chameleon goes, couldn't even afford the winter window cleaning bill. Yeah, same here. And then to upkeep the yard? Oh my gosh, that's another. Well, I mean, I guess I could probably show this one. I've seen this one too. Oh my god, where did I see it? Now that's gonna drive me nuts. It really is. Oh my gosh. Well, anyways, I could probably just show you this one. It's funny because I don't even follow this page. But anyways. All right, let's see. Well, this is a little video I saw floating around, so I'll share this one because I can't find the other one. All right, this is on Facebook and it's on Ghosted UK. I can't remember. I don't follow this group, so it's on another group that I was in, but I've seen this video pop along. And it says, Chris writes, my son also saw this at the shop he works in. This is the security footage. 2 camera caught this incident. What are your thoughts? God, can I get it bigger? Can I get it bigger? So, guys, what are your thoughts on this video? Chameleon goes, my cat's litter box is magical. It always gives my cat Zooey. Kyle goes, the image ghosted you. It definitely did, because now I don't even remember where it was on. I'm like, what the heck? Yeah, that's gonna bug me too. I'm like one of those that I'm gonna be searching, and then I'll find it 5 days later. I'll be like, "That's the one I was looking for." Julissa go, it's the way the wheels were on the cart. That happened to me in the past. D Nice goes, Lisa, don't worry, I still haven't found the duck. Chameleon UK goes, it's probably on a slip. That's what I was thinking. Chris Barber goes, if it went the other way, I'd be impressed. Elaine goes, I think the floor is. That's what I was thinking. It kind of looks like it's kind of at an angle. And it just like something gave it momentum. It looks like it's in front of a cooler. This looks like it's a cooler, so the vents down here could have been drafty and caused it to move a little bit. That's what I was thinking it was. Heather, whatever goes, I was waiting for a bear to walk through the door and grab candy. Heather, I have no idea. Tyrana goes, looks like It's at an angle. Heather, whatever goes, a mouse pushed it. Maybe it'll pop up here as I'm looking real quick. Watch, it's not gonna pop up. It'll pop up like 5 days later, and I'm like, "It was that one." Like, and I was gonna screenshot it too, but I figured I would remember it. Course I did not. Julius is asking if I would replay it. Sure. I'll play it again since we have it. Kyle goes the wheels. Oh, just a quick, if you guys have a ghost story, a spooky story, unexplained story, or UFO story you'd like to share, send it to graysonreport13@gmail.com. I got a few from Heather whatever that was super interesting about someone talking about a spirit knocking on the doors. And then she also sent me, it could be an article too. It doesn't have to be a story. Like if you find an article, like Water Dragon sends me articles. Diane has sent me an article. Like if you find a cool article too, that you think I would like, I will share it on my live stream. Just if you don't want it to be shared, just let me know. D Nice dropped the email, which is graysonreport13@gmail.com, in the chat. Or you can, if you have me on social, you guys could send me articles as well. And I know Gunner Girl, you sent me one. I just haven't checked it out yet. I'm horrible sometimes when it comes to that. Heather whatever goes, that didn't you sent me, Heather whatever sent me a video and then a kind of a comment talking about a ghost. Gunner Girl goes, it's the camera angle. What else do they have here? I know it was a ghost one, but I can't. Is it this one? It's what this one I follow. Is this the one I follow too? Yeah. Is it this one? Ooh. What's this? This caught my attention. It's not this one. I just want to see it. Caught my attention. Apparently, what happened are the employees at a local gas station watched in shock while a case of beer fell from the unopened fridge. The scariest part is it was just the two of them and they were across the store behind the counter. Dun dun dun! Kyle goes, something moves conveniently where the camera is pointing. True. Heather, whatever goes about a ghost from 911 crash in Pennsylvania. Yes. Or 9/11 crash in Pennsylvania. I'm sorry. I'm wondering if it was on this. I know it's one of these. Because it was someone that shared. Hold on. Let me. That way you guys don't see me scrolling. Oh my gosh. Where was it? It was a picture. And I wanted to see your guys' thoughts on it. Because to me, it looked Photoshop. But I wanted to see what you guys thought about it. But now I can't find it. I'm so mad. All right. Well, if I find it next time. Heather, whatever goes, did you see that bath video? No. Matthew goes, that's always the way. It is. I should have screenshot. It was my fault. I thought I could find it. Or I think I was thinking of it like, oh, and now I want to share it, which sucks. But anyways. Well, anyways, you guys have any questions? Because I'm going to open it up to questions. And then right after this, we are going to check out Nerd Report Daily with Brandon and Bernadette. You should automatically be redirected, but just in case, note to self to click off so they don't scare the crap out of me when they come back on. Just in case you don't get you should be redirected automatically at the end of the stream, but just in case you don't, here's the link so you can prep. Be prepared. D Nice goes, the search history on my phone. It's the same as on my computer because they're all linked. So it's ghost in the news, paranormal in the news. It is. I'm not kidding you. Oh, that's interesting. And then like food places I was looking up. And then DJs I look up randomly. Heather, whatever goes, I tried to get my device fixed online today, but have to take in. That sucks. I hate when you have to do that. Kyle goes, knock, knock, who's there? Boo, boo, who? Elaine goes, going to get the hubs to watch Terrifier for the first time tonight. Oh, super, super cool. That is super cool. Hopefully, I hope he likes it. It's kind of a doozy. I don't know. I became obsessed with him, with Art the Clown, like out of nowhere. It was weird. But that's cool. I hope he likes it. Heather, whatever goes, you're on a list. Because sometimes I look up foods to see what is in it. Because sometimes when you're ordering food, it doesn't tell you what's in it. So that's on my search history. Elaine goes, I loved it. Stuff you searched list. Kyle wants to rewatch Slasher Hunter. I don't think I've ever heard of that one. Chris Barber goes, I've never seen that movie, Lisa. I hate scary clowns. I just recently, I think I saw it a couple years ago, because he popped up at Mad Monster a couple years ago, and I was like, "Wait a minute, I've never seen that movie." So then I decided to check it out. And then this year, I don't know, I just became, like, ultra obsessed with 'em. Like, I have a shirt, uh, it's my Christmas shirt. It's Art the Clown, and he's got a Christmas tree, and he's holding his bag of goodies. And if you guys have seen it, you'll know what his bag of goodies are. Matthew goes, "My 23 Ultra fell and went to Best Buy after the phone store said to go there, but no way I'm paying over 300 to fix it when I'm still paying it off." Wow! That sucks. I always have mine in a case, and it has a cover on it. Like, I'm super anal. Yvette goes, "Commercial for Terrifier look good. I can't wait for the third one, which is Christmas theme, and it's coming out next year in October. Cannot wait." And I have the poster for it. I was able to acquire the poster because they had a rescreening of Terrifier 2 in the movie theaters where they released a teaser trailer for Terrifier 3, and they were giving away like like the little movie posters, and I was able to get one. I was like so bummed because I went and I was able to get one. So I was like super excited. I was like, yes, it's in the other room though. I don't have it in here. But I was like Matthew goes, "Mine is in a case, but still cracked. You have to take Samsung phones to specific places." Ah, that sucks, Matthew. Chameleon UK, I'm due for an upgrade in May, but probably stick with the S22 Ultra as it's still damn good. You know what? To be honest with you, Chameleon, I don't think there's much of a difference between the 22 and the 23. Maybe like a slight difference, but I had a 20. I had a Note 20. So this was like a big upgrade. I usually wait a couple phones before I upgrade. Because I'll wait until there's one where I see, like, there's a major difference between the one I have and then the one that just came out. Heather whatever goes, "Mine just won't switch over to my phone instead of husband's. I can't get apps or update YouTube." Oh, that sucks. That super sucks, Heather whatever. I hate when that happens. Matthew goes, 23 Ultra has the 200 megapixel camera with 100 times zoom where you can take pictures of the moon when you use a tripod. I have to try that, Matthew, because I remember trying to take a picture of the moon and it always looks bad. So I need to do that one of these times just to see on this phone. I haven't taken a picture of the moon on this one. But yeah, I'm super anal. Like I even have the cover on the lenses. Julissa goes, "The moon is hard." I know it is because I'll look up and I was like, "Oh my god, the moon's so awesome!" And I'll try to take a picture and it's like this big, and it's fuzzy on my pictures, and I'm like, "What the hell?" And then you go on Facebook and you scroll and you see these beautiful pictures on the local news channel, and they're beautiful, and I'm like, "How the hell did they get that?" Obviously, they're using a professional camera, but Heather whatever goes, "Yes, I've taken moon pictures, never satisfied." Matthew goes, "I took pictures of it, but with my shaky hands." Oh, sometimes I'm like that too. And I'm like, "Ah." Chris Barber goes, "My real camera takes good pictures of the moon. My phone, not so much." Chameleon goes, "Lisa, have you not?" I have taken one, but not on this phone. I don't think I've taken one on this phone. Maybe I have, and I just don't remember. Have I? I don't. On my Note 20 I have, but I don't think on this one I have. But Chameleon UK goes, you should because it annoys iPhone users. Okay. Nothing against people who use an iPhone. I had one. It was way back with the iPhone 4, way back then, and I hated it. And I went back to Android, never looked back. I never looked back. I was like, nope, I prefer my Samsung, and I've been with Samsung ever since. I just do not like iPhones. Nothing wrong with people who do. It's just I just don't like them. I prefer my Samsungs. My Samsung, yeah, I'm like a Samsung girl. I always say like every phone I've had. Even my TV is a Samsung. All right, guys, I'm going to stay on for a few more minutes and then we're going to head over to Nerd Report Daily, which I think they went live already, but I'm going to stay on for 5 more minutes. I'll go on. They probably went on a little earlier, but I'll stay on until for 5 more minutes here. And then we'll head over to Nerd Report Daily. Jennifer Marie goes, iPhones could slice my fingertips off to appease the blood sacrifice, and it would still never go with an Android. Nothing, like I said, nothing wrong with people that use iPhones. I just prefer not to use it because I know there's people that prefer them. Matthew goes, family had iPhone but didn't like them. They got Samsungs too. Chris goes, I normally like free phones. Brother works for Apple, so yeah. No, wait, hey, I would have done the same thing, Chris. Camille goes, Nokia 3310. Oh my God. I think, which one did I had? I had a Nokia. I think it was a 91. I don't even remember, but it was the one that they had in the X-Files movie. It was the Nokia like 2190. I don't even remember the model, but I had Nokias way back in the day. Okay, real quick, guys, before I forget. The location of Skeleduck, which I was thinking it was a great location, but a lot of you guys found it, is right there next to Sam from Trick or Treat. Even though you can't tell it's Sam from Trick or Treat, but it is. And next to Larry and Jerry. But you can't see Larry, you can see Jerry. Larry's hidden by but it's right there. Chris Berber goes, I usually get his old phone, but mine just died, so he got me a new one. That's cool. Jennifer Murray goes, I'm too old to learn a whole new operating system of phones. Chameleon UK goes, I can only see his head. I had him. I should have left him the way I had it. I had it flipped the other way, and it was the light washed it out. So you could barely tell what it was. I should have done it that way. Matthew goes, my first phone was Virgin Mobile Kyocera. I had the indie theme as the ringtone. Diane goes, the only thing I don't like about my iPhone is that they have their own accessories. I support iPhone because Android still has me downloading extra apps to be accessible. That's where Android fails me. iPhone has built-in accessible. Yeah, no, I get it. I get that but some people just prefer iPhone. I don't like it. Chris Barber goes, my first was a Nokia. I had one of my first one. First one that my parents had got me was like one of those flip phones. Like it was like that big fat thing and it flipped and you would put the antenna up. And then when I got my own cell phone, it was a Nokia. All right, guys, just in case you don't get redirected, there is the link. Head over to Nerd Report Daily. You should automatically be redirected when I end this stream. But just in case you don't, I dropped the link in the chat. Thank you guys. I enjoyed this stream. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to end the stream here. I hope you enjoyed the story about Krampus, Buckner Manor, about Cody and Satori, and just us talking. So, guys, I will see you on the next one, which will be Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Be there, be squared, stay spooky. Thank you guys, and good night. You guys are awesome. See you on the next one. And head over to Nerd Report Daily.